May I please introduce you to the first ever 7x9 teacher lesson planner from Erin Condren. She is so beautiful. I feel like I should name her. Roxanne. Yes. Welcome to my channel. This is Tanya, the Butterfly Teacher, and on this channel we talk about all things related to teaching, planning, organizing. In today's video, I'm combining two of those, planning, teaching, because I want to showcase the new, the latest, the cutest teacher lesson planners by Erin Condren. Not only am I going to walk you through the brand new first ever smaller version of the teacher lesson planner, and this is from the Focus collection, which we'll get into, but I'm also going to talk about the other planner options that are available, and I'm going to do something even better. I'm going to give this planner away. Giveaways are so much fun. A lucky teacher is going to receive this beauty in the mail. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I have my goodies coming out. Stay tuned to the end of the video so that you can find out how to win this planner. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, teacher planner friends, let's take a look at Roxanne. This 7x9 teacher lesson planner is available in the Focus collection only. And what I mean by that is if you go to the Erin Condren site and you're just shopping for planners in general, you will see all of these options for teacher lesson planners, life planners on the Erin Condren side of the site. But then in the upper right corner, you can click on what's called the Focus collection, and that's where you'll find this planner. The other more colorful, vibrant, interchangeable cover planners that we normally see with teacher lesson planners, they are not available in this smaller size. So since we're talking about size, let me show you the difference. For teacher lesson planners, we've always seen this bigger 8.5 by 11. Let me do a comparison. If you're used to life planners, then you have seen this smaller size because this is the size option available for life planners. It's now available for teacher lesson planners, but only in the Focus collection, okay? So as you can see, this is the size difference of what we're used to. This is my teacher lesson planner from last year. And then this is what's available here now. Since we're here looking at the difference, let's talk about coils. For the teacher lesson planners that are coiled, whether they're focused or here, you have the option of the platinum coil color. This is a teacher record book. I'm just showing you the coils. This is one coil option you have. This is the rose gold coil. You have gold, and unlike the life planners, you have black coil as an option for the teacher lesson planners. Just want to make a point and be very clear about this. For this focused 7x9, Focus planner, your coil options are gold and platinum. Gold and platinum coil options only for this one. If you are getting the other coiled lesson planners that are not in the Focus collection, then you can choose gold, rose gold, platinum, black. So that's what I was saying earlier. Just wanted to make sure that's clear. So if you're like me and you like black with a mix of bright colors, then you can get your teacher lesson planner in with a black coil. Excuse me. Okay. So let's get back to this Focus collection 7x9 size. This is vegan leather. Feels like butter. It's one of my favorite things about the vegan leather covers. Even though you do not get to, there's no interchanging with these. So whatever you like, or whatever you see rather, you have to like it because you got to stick with it, okay? And it's also vegan leather on the back. And this really beautiful pinstripe neutral design on the back inside cover. It's a beige stone color on the back, and then that pinstripe design again on the inside front cover. This pinstripe design reminds me of that neutral design on the lap desk that they came out with. And the colors of the line, even though it's hard to see here, it's almost like a brownish stone, a brownish gray color. Very neutral. I am used to bright and colorful. I am team colorful all the way, as you can see. So having a minimalist, simple, neutral design, this is very new for me, but in a pleasant way because I really like it so far. So as you can see, no bright colors or designs. Then when I come into the planner, I have my typical teacher all about me pages, which by the way, I never use these pages. I'm going to have a separate video setting up this planner where I show you how I use scrapbook paper to cover over and redesign these pages. You have your communication log pages. You have your yearly going from July 2022 to December 2023, so that you can plan out your school year and go ahead and start looking ahead at the next school year. Then you have a what I consider to be minimal layout in terms of the graph, because there's no colorful boxes at the header for each one of these. It's a horizontal layout. All the teacher lesson planners this year are horizontal layout. But you have these lines. So I'm going to show you the difference so that you can compare last year's lesson planner. This is how I set up my graph page. This is how it looked. See all that bright design and colors? Let me flip it this way so you can see it better. I use this page as a teacher to write what our novel studies are going to be for the year. And the thing that I do not like about this page, whether it's from the previous lesson planner or the new one with this focus collection, I do not like that it starts with January, because the school year doesn't start with January. I wish August started here, August, September, on and on, because that has a more practical flow. But this is what you're getting. Let me move this out of my way. You have your graph pages. I like to use my graph pages, well, I used the graph pages in the past to plan out small group instruction, literacy centers, math centers, but I realized in this last year, this did not serve me well. So I'm going to be showing, I'm going to use these in a different way this year. The recommendation is to create seating charts and organizing groups and all of that, but I have some very different ideas in mind this year. Stay tuned for those. So you get 2 graph pages. And here's another difference with this planner. You have a list of holidays for all of 2022 and 2023. And the reason why this is different, what makes this different, is that in the past they gave us these little stickers, and we had to peel the sticker off, obviously, and put it in the month. It's like, here are the holidays from the past that they gave us, and you would have to peel those off. I would add those to my monthly spread. Let's see, where's August? Okay, see, this is how they used to be. You get these holidays to add to your planner. This is the old, this is Focus Collection 2022, 2023. No stickers. You have to write your own holidays in. They continue. Then you get a notes page to kick off July 2022. Dates to remember. Then we're into our monthly spread. And what I like about this spread already is that I have June here, and then I have July, and then I have August. And I really like that because as a teacher, if you have a 6-week planning period or a 9-week planning period, it overlaps. Like, some of your planning period weeks are in the previous month, some of them are in the next month, and I like being able to see it all without flipping back and forth. So I like having both months listed. Yay! Very minimal, neutral design. And if you like stickers and list markers and colorful writing utensils, this might delight you because you can decorate to your heart's content. You have a notes sidebar, and these little cutie pies are actually paper clips. And these are a part of the accessories that match the teacher planners. And I have a separate video on all of the accessories. I'm very pleased with the accessories that match. I also have a video coming up showing you how to set up the lesson plan, like how to set up your actual lesson plans. And I'm going to do it from lots of different perspectives. So we'll have a self-contained elementary school teacher that teaches every subject. I'm going to show lesson plans for an elementary school teacher who teaches 2 sections of the same subject but different students. I'm going to show lesson plan spreads for a middle school teacher, high school teacher, something like an intervention specialist where you teach one subject, several skills of one subject, but multiple grade levels. Speaking of multiple grade levels, I will also have in that video what happens if you teach a multi-grade combo class like I did one year. I had half my class 6th grade, half my class 7th grade, and I had a lesson plan because they were together. So that's why you see writing already in my planner. I'm already thinking ahead. I'm excited, as you can see. And after you have a month of lesson planning pages, you get notes pages. I'm also going to show you how I use notes pages. So let me go to the next month where there's no writing. And I'm going to show you how every month is set up. Here we go. At the end of each month, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. I don't want to count that. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4 notes pages. This is actually an extra notes page after the month. And I believe Erin Condren did that because if you're wondering, like me, when I write my lesson plans in the big one, I actually like the 8.5 by 11 size, by the way. Like, some teachers are probably going to be so excited to see a smaller lesson planner, but I write everything in my lesson plans. And I was wondering, when I looked at my old lesson planner, right, we're getting a good chunk of height off the bottom. Well, top or bottom, depending on how you look at it. is this little thing gonna fit all my writing? Is it gonna fit all my plans? That's what I'm thinking. When I look at all the details and all the things that I add, that's the question I'm gonna answer in my upcoming video, because I'm gonna write some plans in here. And so I'm wondering, like, okay, is this gonna be enough space for my writing, because we're missing some height. I think that's the reason why there's an additional notes page at the back. And then this notes page gets you ready for the next month, just like any other teacher lesson planner. You have that in each one. That's the layout for every month. So I'm not going to show you every month because it's the same. Let me show you the things in the back of the planner that are different from what we have seen before. You have your student checklist page in the back, and there are 7 pages. I'm going to make sure to double check this, but I believe that's extra. I think that's maybe 1 or 2 more extra checklist pages, and I'll make sure to add that note if it is. I've counted, there are 28 lines right here. The 8.5 by 11 teacher lesson planner has 36 lines. That means we're missing 8 lines. If you have a big class size, that might be an issue for you. It has this very same minimal, sleek design. So what I did was I went through and looked at, okay, if I have a full class size, 28 kids, and I'm keeping track of things, how is this going to work? If you have a spillover, meaning you have more than 28 students, one solution could be to divide the student checklist page in half by bringing your other students over here and tracking, you know, the same information. That's extra writing, but that's one solution. Another solution could be to use, let me see, a long sticky note. I'm going to borrow a long sticky note from my dashboard, from my Life Planner dashboard. I could, or you could, take one of these long sticky notes, and the extra students who don't fit because you have a class size that's more than 28, you can put their names here and just make some notes to keep track of whatever it is that you want to keep track of. Right there, that's another option. I'm just playing around and testing out this planner already, so I'm trying to think ahead. By the way, I'm gonna put a plug in again for the accessories. You see these shapes? Oh yeah, baby. List markers. Check out the accessories video on these, because that's I like. Okay, and that's it. You have a few more checklist pages. By the way, when it comes to these lines across the top, there are 32 of them. So if you're using every single one, you can keep track of 32 different items, assignments, or records. Because this is a focused planner, when you get to the end of your student checklist pages, there is no folder, there is no page protector, there are no stickers. For some teachers, that might be a deal breaker, because again, if we look at 8.5 by 11 planners, I do love the folder in the back, because I have so many papers I'm always lugging around. And it's a 2-sided folder. I also really like the page protectors, and I use the back page because it's big to keep my printable sticky notes. I have a separate video on that. I'll link it for you in the description. But that's the difference with this focused 7 by 9 planner. No folder, no page protectors, no stickers. Very sleek, minimal. Roxanne is a cutie pie. And no ruler. It does not come with a ruler. So those are the changes that's what you're getting. Because it's smaller, it's lighter, it's not as heavy. And my favorite thing about this one is this vegan leather cover. I kid you not. And I also like, you know, I will admit, I do like this fully neutral inside. I'm not used to that, but I like it. Now let's take a look at the other Focus Collection Softbound Planner. Now let's take a look at this little cutie pie. Another planner from the Focus Collection. It's a softbound, camel colored. I think this is so sophisticated, professional, elegant. It looks so grown up. I say that because I'm comparing it to all the bright and colorful clip arty type designs I've gravitated to in the past. This is the teacher record book, and even though colorful, bright, fun, right, it's all good. It's all good. I've just never had something so minimal and sleek, and I'm surprised that I like it. It feels so nice, buttery. This is an 8x10 softbound planner. Because it's from the Focus Collection, you're going to see similarities between this and what I just showed you in the coiled version. No colors or designs on the inside. Everything as far as the interior layout is the same. This is the planner I'm giving away. You can see you have bigger spaces, but still a sleek horizontal layout. Same graph pages, you get 2 sets, same holidays written down, and then you have a notes page which takes you into your monthly spread. Not 8.5 by 11, not that. Let me show you the difference. This is 8.5 by 11. Look at the size difference. So if you carry a lot of stuff like your laptop and your lesson planner and food and papers to grade and all the things, if you're like me, your teacher bag gets heavy, and this thing is most of the weight. I'm not gonna lie, the 8.5 by 11 planners are heavy and bulky. This is light and sleek. It is not thick at all. It, just like the Roxanne I just showed you, has student checklist pages in the back. I'll make sure and add the details for how many lines across for this one. You have extra note pages that finish out in the back. No stickers, no folder, horizontal layout. It comes with 2 ribbon bookmarks, one in this cute, like a navy blue type color, and then the other one in this some more beige color, a stone, the same stone color as what I just showed you. I am right-handed when I write. If you are a lefty, you will probably love this planner, because when you write with the coiled planner, sometimes these bulky coils can get in your way. As a lefty, like if I'm trying to write as a left-handed writer, these coils get in the way. Honestly, they get in the way sometimes when you're right-handed. I have to fold my planner in half with the coils to write in this margin space. But for this softbound planner, that's not an issue. And as you can see, it lays flat. There's no like buckling over. You don't have to try to put a paperweight down to keep it there so you can write. It just stays that way. It's the way that the spine is made that allows it to lay flat. And you can just write left-handed or right-handed. And because the inside layout, the interior is the same, I'm not going to go through and show every single page. I'm so excited to send this to somebody because I just feel like no matter what grade level you teach and no matter what your style is, I feel like this will fit your style. It's light, it's beautiful. I'm so excited to be giving this away, and I want to just say a huge thank you to Erin Condren for sending these teacher planners to me to review and to share with you. So yay, giveaway! Here's what you need to do to enter the giveaway to win this planner. The first thing is that you need to be a subscriber of this channel, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. The second thing is to like this video. The third thing is to answer this question in the comments below. Have you ever used an Erin Condren teacher lesson planner? And if so, what's your favorite thing about it? You need to do all three things in order to be considered for the giveaway. I'm going to randomly choose a winner by looking at all three of those things and then commenting in the comment section as to who the winner is. So be on the lookout in the comment section to see whether you won or not. And I am super excited to ship this in the mail to someone. Very grateful that you have enjoyed this video with me and looking forward to seeing who the winner is going to be. Good luck, teacher friends. Here's a quick side note before I show you the other planners, because I forgot this. If it irks you that these Softbound planners don't have tabs so that you can keep track of what month it is and flip right to it, you can purchase monthly tabs, and these are adhesive stickies that you add so that your Softbound planners have tabs, and that makes it quick and easy for you to flip to the month that you need. Just thought I would throw that tidbit in there. I'm gonna go ahead and include this with the giveaway. Yay! Okay, teacher friends, out of the different lesson planner options you saw today, which is your favorite? I have to admit that I'm going to branch out and try something totally new this year, and I'm going to stick with this smaller, focused, very minimalist, neutral teacher lesson planner. I really do think Roxanne is gorgeous. I'm so excited about whoever's going to be winning this beauty, but we have other options like the binder and the other coils and the other Softbound. So which one do you like? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you want more teacher lesson planner content, hit the like button. Let me know that in the comments as well, and share this video out. I so appreciate that very much, and stay tuned for the accessories and more lesson planner stuff and all the goodness.